Question number 1. How globalization play a vital role in the communication today? From the world it's global, which means whole world or should I say worldwide. Globalization play a vital role in the communication today. Because, first, globalization is like a process by which idea, good service, spread out through the empty world, which means it causes growth internationally, culture, and belief. So does globalization play a vital role in the communication today? Well, the answer, so today without globalization people should not know the Philippines excited without to help of technology, transportation, knowledge.
Why people need to understand the dynamic and long-distance collaboration. We people need to understand the dynamic and long-distance collaboration so that we can keep up with the change in the way we communicate in these modern times. Communication is a critical thing in today's society because the exchange of information is a vital and living. People live locally and globally by maintaining connections and interactions between individuals from all corners of the world, and through technical connections, communication binds people and helps to maintain the society healthy and enables people to interact and make friends from different regions and cultures.
Hi, I'm Sancho Hernandez and I'm going to answer the question, how globalization increased availability of information across the world. First, what is globalization? Globalization is the interaction and integration among the people around the world. We became globally connected with the use of technology. We had a chance to talk to different people and different nations. So how globalization increased the availability of information? Like what I've said, we had a chance to talk to different people and different nations. Therefore, we are connected. And with the use of technology, we gather as much as information that we need. We became aware of what's happening outside our country. We be able to help each other. Like for example, when we were facing a crisis, Yolanda, there are a lot of different nations helps our country, and they reach us with the use of informations. And that information is because we communicate globally, and when we communicate globally, the exchange of information is available. And now almost all the informations that you need or you want to know is all over the internet. And that is how globalization increased the availability of information. Because we communicate globally, we became connected. That's all.
What major problem is not yet solved by globalization in terms of communication? For me, as what I have observed, I think the communication between the people and the leaders of our country. Because nowadays, many politicians didn't know how to communicate with the people and they didn't hear our thoughts and opinions. So that next time, if we choose the leaders of our country, be sure that you pick the good ones that cares for our country and for the people. And that's my opinion about the question. Thank you.
I'm Rosa Margaret M. Joven. And the question number 5 is, how technology changed the world into a global village? Technology enables individuals to communicate easily and quickly. Before, if you want to send a message, you have to write it on a letter, put it in a mailbox, then wait for a month if the person receives it. Now, in just one click, you can send a message. In just one click, you can receive a message. Very convenient. Technology also changed the conventional of buying and selling. Less hassle, less waiting.
How intercultural communication matter in global communication today. Intercultural communication offers the ability to deal across cultures, which is increasingly important as the world gets smaller. Getting smaller doesn't mean the world is becoming identical. It means having more and more contact with people who are culturally different.
Good day everyone, I'm Marcela Estiplar from Bshm-1B. Why do we need to have our own style in communication? Communication is simply the act of transferring information from one place, person, or group to another. We need to have our own style in communication to understand and to be understood. Every person has a unique communication style, a way in which they interact and exchange information with others. Having your own style in communication can make your message clear and understandable. Being heard is important, but you must listen too, because that's a good communication for me, to be heard and to listen.
Why stereotyping should be avoided in communication? Stereotyping is not only hurtful but it is wrong. Even if the stereotype is correct in some cases, it's constantly give a negative connotation in message. And putting someone down based on your preconceived perception, it can cause ineffective communication.
Why do we need to be flexible and adapt to communication style? Because every single day in any moment ahead of period of time, everything changes too fast. Communication is the best one weapon we have to communicate and to voice out our needs, whatever we want to know and we want to ask. Being flexible also gives you the power to influence peoples around you. And being flexible is a communication skill to think you easily and to solve problem even if in the hardest part of situation and more communicate effectively. Adapting the communication style is important and we need it. But it depends on how we're talking to. If we are talking to face-to-face or digital, it has different style of communication. If we are talking through face-to-face, you observe the tone of voice and how the gesture and body language they use to communicate. You can pay attention in body language and you can learn new things. Thank you.
Explain. Being able to recognize that people from various cultures are different is really an advantage. If we all are able to respect and know about other cultures and respect their values and beliefs, life would be easier for the most of us. We can learn a lot of good things from each of other. Different culture means different beliefs. You may also be accustomed to your adult culture, but you also need to recognize other cultures in order to be knowledgeable and respectful to others.